2 Samuel chapter 17. In those days, Ahithophel said to Absalom, "Let me choose for myself 12,000 men, and I will arise and pursue David tonight. I will come upon him while he is weary and weak, and make him confused. And all the people who are with him will flee, and I will strike only the king. I will bring all the people back to you as a bride returns to her husband, except the life of the one man whom you seek. Then all the people will be at peace." The saying pleased Absalom and all the elders of Israel. Then Absalom said, "Call Hushai the Archite, and let us hear what he says as well." When Hushai came to Absalom, Absalom spoke to him, saying, "Ahithophel spoke in this manner. Shall we do as he says? If not, speak up." So Hushai said to Absalom, "The advice that Ahithophel gave is not good at this time." Hushai said, "You know that your father and his men are very mighty and bitter in their souls, like a bear robbed of her cubs in the field, or like a savage boar in the pasture. And your father is a man of war and will not camp with the people. Surely by now he is hidden in one of the hills or in some other place. And when at first some of them are overthrown, whoever hears it will say, 'There is a slaughter among the people who follow Absalom.' And even he who is valiant, whose heart is like that of a lion, will melt completely. For all Israel knows that your father is a mighty man, and those who are with him are valiant men. Therefore, I advise all Israel to gather to you, from Dan to Beersheba, like the multitude of sand along the sea, with you yourself standing in the midst of them. So we will come upon him in one of the places where we may find him, and we will fall on him as the dew falls on the ground. And we will not leave one of all the men with him. Moreover, if he withdraws into a city, then all Israel shall bring ropes to that city, and we will pull it into the river until not one small stone is left." So Absalom and all the men of Israel said, "The advice of Hushai the Archite is better than the counsel of Ahithophel. For the Lord commanded we reject the good counsel of Ahithophel, if perchance the Lord might bring all evil upon Absalom." Then Hushai the Archite said to Zadok and Abiathar the priests, "Thus and so Ahithophel advised Absalom and the elders of Israel, and thus and so I have advised. Now quickly send and tell David the following: Do not remain lodged this night in Araboth of the desert wilderness. Make haste and go quickly, lest perchance one swallow up the king, and with him all the people." Now Jonathan and Ahimaaz stood by the well at Rogel, awaiting a handmaid to report to them. Then they would go and tell King David, for they dared not be seen coming into and going out of the city. Nevertheless, a lad saw them and told Absalom. But the two men went away quickly and came to a man's house in Bahurim. He had a reservoir for water in his court, and they went down into it. Then the woman spread a covering over the opening to the pit, and she put grain on it in need of drying, to disguise what was happening. And when Absalom's servants came to the woman at the house, they said, "Where are Ahimaaz and Jonathan?" So the woman said to them, "They passed a while ago for water." The men searched, but found no one, and returned to Jerusalem. Now, after they departed, the two men came up out of the pit and went on to tell King David. They said to David, "Arise and quickly cross over the water, for thus did Ahithophel counsel concerning you." So David and all the people with him arose and crossed over the river Jordan, before morning light. Not one of them was left who did not cross over the river Jordan. Now when Ahithophel saw that his advice was not followed, he arose and saddled a donkey and went to his house in the city. He gave final orders to his household, and he hanged himself and died. He was buried in his father's tomb. David went through the desert wilderness to Mahanaim, while Absalom crossed the Jordan, he and all the men of Israel with him. Absalom appointed Amasa captain over the army instead of Joab. Amasa was the son of a man whose name was Jithra, an Israelite who had gone in to Abigail, the daughter of Nahash, sister of Zeruiah, Joab's mother. So all Israel and Absalom encamped in the land of Gilead. Now, when David came to Mahanaim, he was met by Shobi, the son of Nahash, from Reba of the sons of Ammon, Machir, the son of Amiel, from Lo Debar, and Barzillai, the Gileadite, from Rogelim. They brought 10 beds and tapestries, 10 basins, earthen vessels, wheat, barley, flour, parched grain, beans, lentils, parched seeds, honey and butter, sheep and cheese of the herd, and they offered them to David and the people with him to eat. For they said, "The people are hungry and weary and thirsty in the desert."